I've known Gunner Scooby-Doo Beto since he was 3 weeks old, and looking back, I never could have imagined that 13 years later I'd be speaking at his wedding. Gunner was and still is such a lovable goof. Over the past few years, I've seen him fall head over heels for Sassy. He had a lot of practice taking tumbles while he was still a puppy. Gunner was a bit of a runt, but we always knew he would grow into a mountain of a golden retriever because of his paws. They were bigger than his head, and he looked like somebody had put flippers on before getting into the water, and then they had to walk across a pool deck. It was just downright unnatural. I mean, he was tripping over himself everywhere. I remember one time he tried to chase a ball down a hill, and he looked like one of those mighty, all-encompassing snowballs that envelops everything in its path on the way down, including me and my sister. We landed in a heap at the bottom of the hill as our mother watched in horror at the thought of one of her little cubs breaking a bone or spraining an ankle. We were all fine, of course, but in that moment, I realized how much Gunner had become a part of the family. When we need a study break, he insists upon getting petted by nuzzling up under our arms, and when we're feeling down in the dumps, he knows just how to pick us up. And when we're excited, he can match our energy and be excited with us. His incredible empathy is what has made him such a great dog and makes him a perfect fit for Sassy. Their love, although unlikely, was inevitable in hindsight. It all began when we moved to the new neighborhood. Gunner had unlimited access to all the dogs in the neighborhood because the walking path went right behind our backyard. Despite his stature, other dogs were unfazed to play with Gunner because in front of the great big ball of fur were kind eyes, and behind it was a wagging tail. Gunner quickly became known as a gentle giant, and to this day, other dog owners are more likely to know Gunner than to know anybody else in the family. Gunner turned out to be the carefree yin to Sassy's more aggressive yang. And easily the smallest dog in the neighborhood, Sassy trotted over from next door, and with a mind to establish the hierarchy with the newcomer in the neighborhood. But Gunner was quick to melt that into a playful demeanor, much to the surprise of her owner. He was bewildered that the two were getting along so well. Evidently, Sassy liked few people and even fewer dogs, but was overjoyed to come see Gunner. Now Sassy runs over to the sliding glass door every time she gets let out, and of course, Gunner heads straight for the door as well to see his sweetheart. Even now, in the cold months of winter, Gunner and Sassy cross the snowdrifts bigger than they are to see each other. Nonetheless, a flame burning strong enough to last through the cold we've been enduring is strong enough to last a lifetime. So let's raise our glasses. Gunner will always be a lovable goof and has now become the understanding husband of Sassy's dreams. To the lovable goof and the love that will last a lifetime.